Hey everybody. I hope everybody is doing well tonight. And hopefully you are on your way to sleep. I pray you have sweet dreams and a restful peace tonight as you lay down. It is 10:51 my time, which is Central Time, and I'm getting on here to discuss um, Michelle Obama, aka Michael Obama, and the dream I had back in 2022. Okay. I think I had this in March of 2022. It's already on here on YouTube, but for those that have not seen it or listened to it, I did this in the very beginning when I first started doing YouTube, so I wasn't very comfortable putting my face out there. So I'm going to actually just replay the same video. Um, it has an avatar, but I need for you all to listen to this dream. Okay, I know that several people have had a dream about Michelle Obama, um, but this dream, I believe, was a prophetic dream from the Lord, and I'm just waiting for it to come to fruition. Okay, and I do believe that it will, in some form. And we do know that the whole debate with Biden, that was a setup. I don't care what anybody says. He was set up to fail, even though he's already failing the country in so many ways. That night was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. And he will be replaced. And I do believe that Michelle is going to take his place. And I say that because we know that Obama is running the show behind the scenes. We know that he can't run again. But we also know that from several other people that have given prophecies that Obama would have a third term. And I do believe that Obama that's going to have a third term or try to have a third term could be Michelle. Or it could have been Obama because he's already running the show. He's already running the presidency behind the scenes. So, but I want you all to listen to this dream that I had back in March of 2022. And when I had that dream, I didn't think about the Obamas. Okay. He hadn't done anything for us but push Satan's agenda, and that's it. That's all. Okay. And now Michelle is pushing the whole race card, right? And that's so old. Okay. That's old. But what I do believe, and I feel this deep down in my heart. I feel this in my heart because of the dream I had, right? And also because since she's pushing the race card and trying to get people to, I guess, sympathize with her because she's black, okay, or he's black, quote unquote. But I do believe she's going to try this again. But this time, instead of the race card, she's going to pull the whole um, transgender card. And I believe she's gonna come out and be like, I didn't feel comfortable coming out because of the way that I felt the world would treat me, or um, I didn't think that we would be accepted as a gay married couple, blah blah blah. I do believe she's gonna pull that card. I don't know. It's just something I feel in my spirit. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's what she's gonna do because she's been pulling this whole race card, which is old. Okay, so I want you to listen to this dream I had. Like, listen to it all the way through. Okay, so I get to the end. All right, listen to the dream because it is prophetic. And I do believe that this is a season that it will come to fruition. So listen and comment. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts. All right, thank you. Hey, everybody, I am back with another dream. Um, my name is LaShonda Williams. I go by the Unapologetic Disciple. And I'm also currently being refined in the spiritual sense. So I have been recording these dreams that I've been having since probably 2022. And I'm starting to release these dreams now because I'm going to be doing more things here on YouTube. The reason I have an avatar up is because I am still trying to get used to doing videos. And this helps me to be more comfortable right now with the avatar doing the videos. So eventually you will see my face. But today I'm going to tell you about my dream I had about Michelle Obama. I had this dream on March 28th of 2022. So it's been a year and 6 months roughly since I've had this dream. Um, okay. Uh, I know there's plenty of other people that have had the same, not the same dream, but they've had similar dreams about Michelle Obama. And I personally believe that it is true. And now that I've gotten that dream myself, I really believe it to be true. Um, there was no confusion in this dream I had. It was very clear. And at the time I had it, I didn't even think about the Obamas. Like, I don't follow Michelle. I don't follow Barack. I honestly don't care for either one of them personally. Um, so it was just odd that I got this dream out of nowhere. So in my dream, I mean, you do with it what you will. So in this dream, um, I was talking to Isaiah Saldivar. And if you know who he is, you can find him on YouTube. I do listen to him a lot. I love his teachings. So I do listen to him a lot. So I was actually with him in this dream, or someone that looked like him. He was showing me a picture of this house and told me to watch the house because that was where the Antichrist was going to be revealed. But I couldn't say anything to anyone about what I saw. So I seen a little boy and a man go into the house. And I walked down and entered through the back door. So there was a field, and I walked through the back door into the house. I was hiding so no one could see me. A car pulled up, and when the person came inside, it was Michelle Obama. I was kind of shocked, but not really because I already knew um, in my dream, I knew that the Antichrist would be her or her husband. So they both had that Antichrist spirit. I was curious to just know more. So I was watching from my hiding spot where Isaiah was with me and just yelling quietly, I knew it. So he said, I can't tell anyone till she does her announcement. So she was going to make this announcement on TV later that day. Um, I knew why, but no one else did. So she got ready to make the announcement and she basically smiled and waved both hands and said, I have something to tell you. And you know how she waves her hands. Just imagine her doing her signature wave. So she was doing that. And when she said that, on the screen, there was I guess on the teleprompter, wherever it was, on the screen where she was at, it said the words time for the truth. Um, so instead of her talking, she played a video. And at this time, it just started showing like a series of videos. Like somebody, showing like their past and stuff like that. So in the video, the first part, it was her sitting in a chair in a room that looks like a courtroom, and she had on the infamous green dress. Now, if you know about this green dress, then you know that this is the dress that they had all over the internet, where supposedly her private part was displayed through the dress. So if you don't know what it is, just look it up. Um, and in the dream, she was laughing and raising it up so people could see her private parts. Um, then another video came up of someone fondling, trying to feel there in a different set of clothes, and she was younger. Another clip popped up where it showed her at the hospital, born a male, and she had several siblings that were all male. In another clip, she was walking out of the hospital as an adult, dressed like the woman that she looks like today. So in the dream, the clips went back and forth again several times of her in this green dress, and she was showing everybody what was up under her green dress. And she was like laughing, like like hysterically, like had her head turned back and just laughing. Um, and then it went back to uh yeah, her showing her private. So after about 10 minutes, in the dream, after we found this out, I started calling people and like telling everybody. So I called my sister first and I told her that Michelle Obama was the Antichrist, or she was going to introduce Barack as the Antichrist after 3.5 years. But in my dream, I knew we only had 7 years left before Christ's return. And I just remember saying out loud, Lord, help us. So I should have did a disclaimer in this dream in the beginning. This is not for kids. So I will put that in the description. But anyway, like I said, you know my thoughts about the Obamas. I am of African American, and I have never really seen anything special about them. Uh, and Barack hasn't really done anything for us as a people. The whole time he was president. Uh, but I do believe my prophecies that I received from the Lord, and I do believe this to be true. So take it as you will. I know a lot of us get offended when you talk about the Obamas, but I don't worship celebrities. I don't follow them, and I could care less about their lives, honestly, because they're all demonic or of some form. So anyway, that was my Michelle Obama dream. And for those that don't know, it's possible that she may be running for president um, coming up in 2024, and she may be making that announcement in October. So that's another reason why I'm releasing this dream now. Um, just gonna follow through with it and see if it happens and compare it to the dream that the Lord gave me. So anyway, you all have a blessed day and talk to you later. Goodbye. Okay, so you heard the dream, right? What do you think? Am I just crazy, or do you think the same thing that I think? Um, I was gonna add something else to this. What was it? Okay, so oh, what I was gonna say for you all that have voted for Obama. I voted for Obama. I ain't gonna lie. The first time he ran, I voted for him. Okay, I did because we all were like, the first black president. This is historic. Blah blah blah. Um, but we should have quickly learned that we made a mistake. Okay. And this is for all of us, meaning African Americans, those that are Christians, that are supposed to be followers of Jesus Christ. Have you learned your lesson? Okay. Do you see the error in your ways? The Lord convicted me whew, uh, after I voted for Biden. As soon as I voted for him, and I literally waited until literally the last like 15 minutes before the polls closed, I went and voted for Biden. And the Lord convicted me of that same week. Okay. So for my fellow people, my black people, okay, just because somebody is black does not mean you have to vote for them. Okay. We are to be able to have discernment, okay, to discern, right? And if you have not seen by now what Obama really was like, okay, or the lack of what he did as presidency, right? Everybody likes him because he was handsome and charismatic, right? He talked well, okay? But I'm telling you, he is not of God, and neither is Michelle, okay? AKA Michael. So open your eyes Ask the Lord to reveal to you the truth of who they really are, and don't vote for her if she runs this time around. Okay? Don't vote for her. All right? Even if she gets in office temporarily, if they get rid of Joe Biden, make sure she don't stay there. Make sure he don't stay there. Okay? Because the Antichrist is roaming. This spirit is already roaming the earth. And if they get in the office, this world will go um, downhill very quickly. Okay. You have your kids to think about. Okay. You have your own life to think about, your freedom to think about. Okay. So don't let them stay there if they get there. All right. What looks good is not always good. Remember that. Okay. So again, have discernment. If you're going to vote for somebody, vote for God, vote for Jesus. Okay. And I know you all don't like Trump, but he'd be better than Obama or Biden in office right now. And you need to pray for him because I've had a dream about him, um, about assassination attempts on his life. So you need to pray for him and his family, even if you don't like him. Okay, because they're not going to be happy if he gets in the office again. They're not going to be happy, and somebody will try to take his life. Okay, the Lord already showed me that. So pray for him and his family, and pray against the Obamas getting back in the office. Okay, may you all have a blessed night. Pray on what I say. Speak to the Lord about it. Okay. Get your own answers, but I know what the Lord showed me. All right. Have a good night. Bye bye.